Good morning. Abstinence. Experience strength and hope from OA members. Title of this one is Choosing with Personal Freedom. Abstinence has been defined in simple terms: the action of refraining from compulsive overeating. Yet we tend to complicate the definition with our personal views. Too often we hear that abstinence means no sugar, flour, or even caffeine. It's wonderful that some members have identified these substances as dangerous for them and are successful in eliminating them from their diets. It should be stressed, however, that these are personal decisions, not right or even beneficial for everyone in OA. People who have no problems with particular food should not feel pressured or have to endure shocked looks for their food choices. I think this is particularly harmful to newcomers who may be scared off by the thought of never eating sugar or flour again. They need to understand that food is not our problem. The compulsive behavior is. And compulsive is not what we eat, it's how. As we begin working the program, we are soon capable of discerning the difference between eating out of compulsion or simple hunger. Then what and where, no, not where, then what or when we eat becomes secondary to whether the eating is healthy or is driven by our disease. If we try to compare ourselves to or copy others, we may fail to live up to that standard and react with a binge. Why give newcomers any more guilt, fear, or pressure than they have when they come in to OA? Let's give OAs, both old-timers and newcomers, a basic definition of abstinence and allow them to make their own choices. Thus, everyone can have the same abstinence, although some will limit intake more than others, and individual food plans may change over time. When we are abstinent, the action of refraining will be present regardless of what we eat. Just as OA promises us freedom from compulsive overeating, we should give fellow members the freedom to shape their specific abstinence and make their own wonderful journey to recovery. Yeah, I'm speaking, through the comments with another member, and there's some great suggestions on how to handle the compulsion, right? The journaling throughout the day when, thoughts come in of deviating from our food plans and helping us get through the day using any and all tools available to us. Um, I'm not really truly working an OA program. I'm working the steps and traditions through other fellowships with another fellowship sponsor. So, and I'm just dabbling into OA literature and finding ways to enhance my abstinence to not only include the substances that I've struggled with and have recovered and am recovering from, drugs and alcohol and overspending, and now I'm really focusing in on the overeating. I mean, I've been a diabetic for more than a decade, and have been yo-yoing weight. I topped out at, I don't know, nearly 300 pounds. And the medications have basically gotten me down to a goal weight. Um, and But it's just so clear to me that my eating is just still completely out of control, even though the medication has controlled my body weight and my blood sugar. Um, so it's just time for me to take responsibility. And, and I had this idea of looking into other 12-step fellowships, daily meditations for this upcoming year. The idea is to look at 12 different 12-step programs. And so the first one I grabbed was OA. I dabbled in OA, in the early 2000s. I probably went to meetings for maybe a year or so, and I had some good success, in reducing weight and, trying to figure out a functioning, working food plan. I did good at eliminating some stuff and got really consistent. And it's funny though. I mean, once I really truly got very close to being really in shape, and I'll be honest, I started getting a lot of attention, and I wasn't ready for it. So I packed on the weight again to get that um, secure feeling of not getting attention, not getting the attention that I really truly want. Um, so it's just, I wasn't spiritually and emotionally healed yet. And I've done an awful lot of work in the last 4 or 5 years to do that healing. So maybe this time I'm ready. And, you know, uh, for the last several weeks, I have not eaten outside of 3 semi rational, feasible meals. And, just that simple behavior of going to work and not snacking throughout the workday, or, snacking at home after dinner. I mean, the idea, I mean, it's just still kind of foreign to me that it's like, that's just what I do. And I haven't. Um, and all I'm gonna noodle around for me today is to do what's working. I'm gonna read OA literature in the morning. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna surrender. I'm gonna do a food plan. I'm gonna prepare food here at home. And I mean, in the last several weeks, I've probably eaten out in restaurants. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times. And previously, I would eat out 3 or 4 times a day. You know. And anyways, just, I'm just grateful that I woke up this morning and I've got a desire to look at OA literature, look it over, read it, and pray and meditate and surrender and admit that I'm a compulsive overeater and that my life is unmanageable and that I need a higher power in my life to help me to get sane just for today, to turn my will over and to find the will of my higher power, which the will of my higher power is to stay clean, sober, abstinent, all of it. From everything, from every mood and mind, I can't speak this morning. Every mood and mind altering substance, which absolutely includes food, money, sex, just all of it. So just for today, a little sanity would be a beautiful thing. So I'm going to continue doing that. And, you know, that's it, I think. Have a great day.